The JCPS Board of Education will soon look very different. Several current board members decided not to seek re-election after new state law reduced the size of the board. Madison Elliott spoke with him about what comes next. Madison?
Following Senate Bill 4's passage in the Kentucky State Legislature earlier this year, the county will be redrawn into new, larger districts, going from 7 districts and 7 board members down to 5. Some board members tell me this influenced their decision not to run again, while others say it didn't and they want to stay on the board. The passage of Senate Bill 4 means every JCPS board seat is up for grabs in the November 2026 election. Board member Taylor Everett plans to run again.
Well, one, I was signed up for 4 years. I haven't done 4 years, right? And so I feel like I haven't put in the time that I told the public I would do it. And 2, we have a lot more to accomplish.
While he says he's committed to preventing future budget deficits, like the $188 million hole the district is in now, Everett says his focus remains on teacher pay and academics.
So I want the classified staff and the teachers to be paid at something that shows the respect in what they do. And then 2, it's just academics. It's not that complicated, right? Like reading, math. I want our kids to be the best that they can be.
Board member James Craig will not run for re-election, a decision he made late last year.
I've given 8 years to the Board of Education. It's time for a new voice.
Craig says he's still concerned over Senate Bill 1, which shifts authority to the superintendent, requiring a 2/3 board majority to override decisions, and recent organizational changes made because of the deficit.
What is the vision for the new org charts? What is the vision for what this district's going to be when school opens in August of 2026? Could anybody at the Board of Education today, could the superintendent articulate that clearly? That's not clear to me.
Board member Linda Duncan reversed plans to run again because she said this new board model isn't for her. She expressed concern over the expanded size of the new districts and now reduced authority. In a statement to WLKY, Duncan said SB 4 was designed to lessen the voices of stakeholders while increasing reliance on the intuition and direction of the superintendent. As for the increased district size, Everett says he's not worried.
I respond to every email I get, every call I get. I know I'm going to have a few more schools, but honestly, some of the schools are going to be closer to my house now. So it's going to be easier for me to drive to them. So no, I feel very, very confident that the expanded territories will not be too much.
And board member Gail Logan Strange told me over the phone she is also running again and says while she doesn't still agree with shrinking the board, she still has a passion to serve, be a voice for kids in her district, and she wants to continue to close the achievement gap for students of color. Board member Trevin Bass told us he is also running again. And Corey Shaw and Tricia Lister did not respond to our request, but as of today, they had not filed with the clerk's office. The deadline to do so is Tuesday, June 2nd. Back to you.